TMJ Therapy self-help online system. My name's Tracey Kiernan and I'm here to let you in on the best way to help you get your life back from TMJ. Millions across the globe have their lives made in misery by TMJ, face and jaw pain. And the craziest part is you don't have to. There is a way that doesn't cost a fortune, doesn't involve expensive appliances and devices, doesn't involve endless trips to your dentist, or painful or irreversible treatments. I see so many people crying out for help with their TMJ. I just wished I could get this information to as many people as possible. And over the last 20 years, thousands of people have benefited from this knowledge. And once you understand it, it will change your life forever. And whilst I've been blessed to help thousands of people out of pain through TMJ therapy since 2000, it wasn't always that way. I can remember a time when I was a dental nurse, and for 20 years I watched people come into the dental practice in the most terrible pain, and their symptoms were so varied. I can remember hearing the same phrases over and over. My jaw hurts. I can't open my mouth. My ears hurt and feel stuffy, but the doctor says they're fine. I have crippling migraines and headaches, and the light really hurts my eyes. I get dizzy and nauseous, but the doctors say there's nothing wrong with me. I have toothache in what appears to be a perfect tooth. My teeth don't meet together properly. My face is swollen, but I don't have an abscess. My throat feels tight and swollen. I grind my teeth and I keep my partner awake. My eyes hurt and my vision gets blurred. Or I have brain fog and I just can't seem to think straight. I can't sleep, and when I do, I snore, and then when I wake, I'm still exhausted. I have tingles in my lips and my eyes twitch. I feel like something is stuck in my throat all of the time, and boy does my neck hurt. I stood and watched as my very brilliant dentist despaired. Whatever they did, nothing seemed to help, and sometimes the symptoms got worse, and no one seemed to know what to do. In the end, most people were told they had to learn to live with it. I loved my job, and I'd been a dental nurse since I was 16, but I was so upset to see people so desperate and in pain without any hope of being free. I couldn't believe there wasn't an answer. But there had to be an answer if only I could find a way to help people out of their pain. So what happened? I changed my career. After 20 years as a dental nurse, I decided to learn massage therapy. I wanted to find a way to work with and help people in pain. Did I think at that point I was going to find an answer to TMJD? Hell no. If all of these brilliant minds, dentists, consultants, specialists, couldn't figure it out, what hope did I have? Well, as it turned out, more than I thought. Maybe I thought I could help people in other ways. Maybe I could offer a service just to help them sleep or relax their bodies and take them away from that pain for just a short time. So I took myself off to massage school while still working as a dental nurse, and I had completed a full year of study to pass my massage exams and get my qualifications. And then one day my brilliant dentist said he'd heard about trigger points and that they could help with TMJ. It took me a while to find anything about this in the UK. This was 2000. And eventually I managed to track down a book on the internet on trigger points. So my dentist gave me people just like you. You know, the ones with all those symptoms just like you. I started working with them, using the book to help me figure out what was going on in their cases based on working backwards from their symptoms. I developed a range of gentle techniques, including intraoral massage, gentle but highly effective, and increased mouth opening, reducing pain, and the many symptoms of TMJD. And you know what? They started to get better. One by one, symptoms were easing. One by one, they were being pain-free. And one by one, they were getting their life back and doing the things they used to enjoy. But best of all, one by one, they had hope. Hope that this wasn't the way it had to be for the rest of their days. Hope that one day they would be free of TMJ. And hope that one day they could just get back to feeling normal again. I was seeing results in such a short space of time with people, some who had suffered for 25 years, and I was so excited I went on a mission. I read everything I could find on TMJD, chronic pain and trigger points, and I began creating a treatment program, which I called TMJ therapy. I found I was getting people like you out of pain in less than 6 treatments. And after 5 years of developing and refining the work, after 5 years of seeing consistent results with people who had suffered for years, after 5 years of developing my knowledge and training in clinical bodywork, even further, I just knew I had to get this out to as many people as possible. So I created a training course so that I could teach other therapists how to do what I do and get others out of pain. And for over 15 years, that is just what I've been doing. And every day across the world, those people are helping people just like you. Thousands of people of all ages, from 7 to 70, have benefited from this work. But it wasn't enough. The World Health Organization says that 1 in 4 people have TMJ, and that's just those who are lucky enough to actually get a diagnosis. Many more have the symptoms, but have not had a diagnosis because they haven't put 2 and 2 together yet and made that connection between their crazy eye pain and their toothache. Although I have trained hundreds of therapists who are helping thousands of people, I needed to find a way to get TMJ therapy to even more people who need it. So I developed a whole new system just for you. My TMJ Therapy Self-Help Online System, or TMJSOS, is super easy to follow, super easy to understand. It's super affordable. It's super easy to access from anywhere in the world. It's super aligned with the desires and needs of our clients. And most importantly, it is super effective. But best of all, it's the kind of program that will help you manage your TMJ disorder at home. No need for expensive devices or endless dental appointments. So the question is, are you ready to get your life back? Back to singing at the top of your voice without fear. Back to playing your favourite sport without paying for it afterwards. Back to eating the foods you love without fear of pain. And back to getting restful sleep. Back to having the energy to play with your kids, to enjoy evenings out or going for dinner with your friends, and back to being able to plan your life without worrying you won't be well enough to carry out those plans. In this powerful toolkit, you will find everything you need to give you the freedom from TMJ, face and jaw pain you are hungry for. But be warned, this powerful toolkit is not for everyone. We are going to put together an empowering self-help program with one-to-one online work with qualified therapists. And if that's not your cup of coffee and you prefer to spend thousands of pounds on treatments, then that's fine. If you have an open mind and you're ready to do some other kind of work, you will not only love this process, it will redefine the way you look at your TMJ and help you to create extraordinary relief. And the best bit, for a limited time, I'm offering the TMJ Therapy Self-Help Online System for only £49, the value of which would normally be £245. And this is what you will get inside your TMJ Therapy Self-Help Online System. In TMJSOS Level 1, valued at £29, you will receive a audio PowerPoint which explains everything you need to know about TMJ, how it works, symptoms, causes, trigger points, plus a series of easy exercises to help you manage your TMJ. In Level 2, which is valued at £120, I will take you step by step through a series of video techniques, including how to use the system, downloads and videos to harness the incredible benefits of this unique process, and plus a series of bonus items, including a full online assessment of your own personal symptoms, a 30-minute face-to-face consultation with me and specific exercises just for you. That alone has a value of £100. So now it's your turn to be pain-free. Are you ready to put the work in? Are you ready to work with me to get your life back and be pain-free? But first, let me tell you about James. James was brought to my clinic at the age of 7 by his mum and dad, who were desperately looking for an answer. They'd been through months of hell with their little boy. He was having shooting attacks of pain in the left side of his face. They took him to the doctors, who sent him to one of the top maxillofacial hospitals in England. He had every possible test trying to diagnose the problem, and after months they told him he had trigeminal neuralgia and offered heavy drugs that are usually prescribed for epilepsy. TN used to be known as the suicide disease. The pain was so bad. I'd seen cases down the years as a dental nurse. I knew how bad it could be, but I also knew that the right kind of massage and trigger point work could help. James was a hugely talented little footballer, a massive Liverpool fan. He'd won a place at a football academy with a world-famous Premier League club, but his parents were warned the drugs would interfere with his football career. One of my clients, who had helped with her TMJ problem, she used to have horrible migraines but didn't have them anymore, told his dad, bring him to me. So he did. And when I saw this gorgeous little boy walk in my clinic, my heart went out to him and his family. They'd been through so much as a family, and they were now being given a horrible choice. Either stay in pain or take the drugs, which would change him beyond recognition, from the happy, energetic, talented little boy and footballer into, his dad's words, a zombie. This was not a choice any parent wants to make. I talked him and his dad through my approach and explained what I was going to do. At that point, James was suffering up to 19 attacks an hour. I worked on him with his dad present, slowly and gently, and then I booked him in for a week later. At his next appointment, I asked his dad how he had been. Well, Trace, he's had about 3 attacks. An hour, I asked. No, all week, said his dad, and James just smiled at me. So we did it all again, and a week later he returned. Well, I asked. Not one, Trace, not a single attack all week, and he started having showers again. He wouldn't before because he thought they set him off. I was so pleased for him and his family, but I asked him to come back again just to make sure everything was okay. So a week later they returned. Still no more attacks, no drugs, and he was back playing football at his beloved academy. We devised a treatment plan with his family, which means that James comes to see me about every 3 months, just to keep an eye on him, but mostly to give him reassurance. Because when he remains in contact with me, as his dad said, the biggest thing for James is he's no longer afraid. He knows that if the pain comes back, we only have to call you and get him in, and he'll be right as rain again. So now you can have access to all the secrets and information I used to help that little boy and his family, and all in the comfort of your own home. So are you ready to work with me and get yourself out of pain? But I can hear you ask, can this really work for me? And that's a really important and a really good question. The simple fact is that this work is, while excellent, I can't make the promise without knowing how serious you are about your health, how confident you are that you deserve better. The fact that you're here right now says a lot. You're already ahead of most people, and I know that's true, because if this discovery has taught me anything, it's that there are 2 kinds of people in this world. Ultimately, it comes down, are you willing to put the work in with me? Those who get what they truly want in life do so because they're courageous enough to try. And those who don't, well, maybe that's because they're just not quite ready yet. And you know something? That's okay. If this program is for the kind of person who knows what they're worth and the life they deserve, then they will no longer settle for anything less. And why should you? Why should you settle? This work is not just transforming the lives of TMJ sufferers, Massage therapists across the world are blown away every day by the results they are achieving with their clients, and you can learn what they know right here. Just some of our testimonials from therapists include when Tracey first started teaching her TMJ protocol in 2005, it revolutionised myofascial release and remedial massage. Combining this with her skills as an MFR therapist resulted in a series of techniques and strategies which rocked the massage world and brought relief to thousands of people troubled by TMJ pain and dysfunction. I now believe it's the most effective method available. Another says, I can honestly say I am getting the most incredible stuff going on using this TMJ work with clients, especially the intraoral work and the trapezius work. Yet another therapist says it's fascinating. I have wow moments when their whole body releases, even the knees, hips, pelvis and diaphragm. I love this work. It has very addictive qualities. This is a full body treatment. Another therapist says, I just saw a client that had really bad pain in her right hip. It's gone after addressing the temporalis muscle and doing intraoral work on the left side. Another says, I just treated a lovely lady yesterday who was on holidays here in Cornwall. I did a very shortened TMJ protocol for her and she was in a lot of pain in her jaw. Afterwards, she was blown away. Another says, I gave someone their hearing back within just one treatment. They'd suffered 10 years of impaired hearing following an injury. The consultant had said an operation would be a 50-50 chance. And yet here they were. After her first treatment, my client told me that her screaming hot temporal pain and radiating pain had gone. Yesterday was her first full TMJ treatment, and as I did intraoral work, something changed, and her bite corrected itself. And now you can learn these same techniques to use at home. But first I want to ask you, what's it worth? What is it worth to you to be free of those feelings of desperation and hopelessness for good, because you finally have the knowledge and skill that's capable of unlocking true and lasting relief? What's it worth to you to never again have to lay awake at night in pain or discomfort, knowing that you'll be too exhausted tomorrow to do all the stuff that you need to do, whether that be the job you love or playing with your children or playing your favourite sport? What's it worth to be excited about your life again and feel like you have no limits to what you can do, that nothing is holding you back and you are free to enjoy yourself again? Clients I've worked with tell me they can't put a price on what they've learned and what it's done for their health and quality of life. They simply can't put a price on the true peace and happiness that it brings to them, and I'm sure you'll agree. So, I thought, to be fair to those people who have paid up to £100 an hour to work with me to get their results, I should charge at least the price of a consultation. But right now you can get the full value of an assessment, consultation and treatment plan worth £245 for only £49. I am here to help you create a life that is pain-free today. You can get rid of your pain utilising this unique system, working on yourself at home with my online support. To get your TMJ therapy self-help online system, right now you have an important decision to make. Probably one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. It will have a dramatic effect on your health, relationships, social life and your daily happiness. And what it comes down to is this. You can go from here and keep doing what you're doing and you'll just keep getting the same thing. But you and I both know that you deserve better than that. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So you can click on the link below to get immediate access to this life-changing guide with its powerful secrets and transform your quality of life forever. At the end of the day, I can't make the decision for you. It's up to you to take advantage of this deeply discounted price by clicking the link below to get started right now. And remember, you risk nothing. Because not only do you get immediate access, but this program is yours forever, no matter what you decide. It's really that simple. And I wouldn't make that promise if I wasn't absolutely sure that this could work for you. So grab my TMJSOS toolkit valued at £245 for only £49. This offer is a limited time offer. Do you need an introduction to me? I've been a qualified dental nurse and clinical massage therapist for over 40 years, all in all. I've been a dental nurse since I was 16. I am an esteemed bodywork teacher and chronic pain specialist. I hold the highest qualification in clinical bodywork in the UK today. I'm a fully nationally certified teacher. I created my own training school where I teach courses that I've written myself for qualified professionals. I created my first course in TMJ in 2005, which is now a full year-long qualification, the only one of its kind in the world. I've also developed further specialist courses in working with head and neck cancer, intraoral scars, and other courses to expand therapists' knowledge in this specialist area even further. I'm a well-known sought-after speaker and author on my specialist subject. I've presented my work as far afield as Copenhagen, where I worked at the prestigious massage school with Gunnar Hodgard training therapists. I've presented and taught workshops at international events, including the British Fascia Symposium. I appear in webinars for leading organisations. I've contributed articles to several publications, including its prestigious textbooks. So don't let TMJD, face, head and jaw pain, rule your life anymore. Get this amazing system worth £245 for only £45. If you'd like to learn more, visit us at tmjtherapyuk.co.uk, our Facebook page, TMJ Therapy Self-Help Online System, or contact admin@tmjtherapy.co.uk. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.